Crooked 36, and here we go. We're going to see what Germany does. Turn 3, those evil krauts.
Welcome to Stalag 13. Sergeant Schultz here playing Axis Knives Global 1940, Crockett 36 in Schultz's house rule game. This will be Germany turn 3. We're going to buy 2 mech for 8, tank for 6, 7 artillery for 28.
Those are advanced artillery
and
that's
2 tanks for 12.
That are mechanized.
Tech die that carries over at a 5 or a 6.
All right, somehow or another that didn't
French
compute. That did not compute, Schultze. Let's see what happened here.
At a 5 or a 6. And these French have 2 tanks for 12. And we have that.
All right, I don't see how you're buying all that.
At a 5 or a 6.
All right, hold on. I'm having, let's see here. That's $8, and then $28. That's 36. 56, 46, 48. With $4 left over. So I think your numbers might be off.
7 artillery for 28.
All right, so right there is 28 plus the 36 plus the 6 is 42.
And 2 tanks for 12. And we have that.
All right, let me see what happened here because I have a lot less money than that. So I'm looking at $52.
Welcome to Stalag 13. Sergeant Schultz here playing Axis Knives Global 1940, Crockett 36 in Schultz's house rule game. This will be Germany turn 3. We're going to buy 2 mech for 8, tank for 6, 7 artillery for 28, and 2 tanks for 12.
All right, so I'm $2 short.
Tech die that carries over at a 5 or a 6.
I'm just going to put it up as a mech.
Have been a pain in the butt this game, to say the least.
Yeah, not like you invaded their territory and ravished their countryside.
We send 2 artillery from Paris to Holland, Belgium, and the fighters are going to go in there as well. And we're not going to go to war with Russia.
That's such a scummy thing to do.
I know they're at war with
I have to always chastise people for using this stupid rule.
I'm going to
it is
one more
really
turn.
gamey rule.
So I think that's about it.
Oh, well. Those, should we call them crafty or should we just call them just gamey? He's going to get $5 from Russia, even though he's going to move his troops into the territory. It's just really a poor design issue here.
So that's the only
but,
I see.
This is sneaky.
That should be enough to take out the
Germans. So
French artillery. So I'm coming in with 4 at 3. And I'll use... so that's going to be...
Oh, that would have been good.
As well. So I got 4 at 3.
That would have been good. Oh, well.
These ones...
That didn't happen in the real game.
4 at 3, and I've got 2 at 2. That'll be... These are my 2s, and then this will be the French.
I believe he survives
so
in both
all one
of them.
Time.
He only gets 1 hit.
And what do we got? They missed.
Yeah, I missed all 3.
And I've got,
well.
What, I only get 1 hit?
That's right.
That's a hit.
Cry about it.
That's a miss.
All right.
That's a 5 or a 6 next turn. Again.
He misses tech.
1 hit.
So sad.
The artillery hits and the fighters hit and the French miss.
Okay.
Which is worth 3. 3 for Germany. 1, 2, and 3. I think we're going to send an infantry to Normandy as well.
Oh, jeez.
1, 2. We'll take that. Take Normandy. Take Normandy. That's worth 2 more. 1, 2. This guy's an infantry. We'll go. I believe that's all of the combats. Now for the non-combats. We're going to send 2 fighters from Holland to southern Italy. These other 2 fighters are going to go to Western Germany. This guy from southern France is going to go to Paris. And then over here, we're going to send we can do that. We'll do 1 artillery and go 1, pick up an infantry from Poland and go to 115 and drop off into Finland. Off into Poland and go. We'll do 1 artillery and go.
From where?
Do 1 artillery. Western Germany.
Okay.
We can do that. We'll do 1 artillery and go 1, pick up an infantry from Poland and go to 115 and drop off into Finland.
Look at all the resources I'm draining just by this little Carillion knot strategy.
Finland.
Love it. Pizza dough. Your dough's a little thin in the middle, buddy. More trash talk.
And then over here, we're going to move 24 infantry from Romania to Bessarabia.
Can you believe that punk move? What a punk.
Along with 8 artillery and 1 anti-aircraft gun.
What a punk.
From Poland, 8 infantry moved to Baltic, along with an anti-aircraft gun.
You imagine the Chinese moving into Ukrainian territories right now
Move up to Bessarabia.
that were occupied by the Russians, and then putting their hands up and going, no harm, no foul, no big deal.
We'll move 5 TAC bombers.
He does different things with these. I think they end up in West Germany. He kind of a little confused how to do this.
Along with 2 mech, the Baltic. 1 tank from Poland is going to go to East Poland. And then from Berlin, that's 11.
Okay, I got to edit this.
These 11 are going to go to Eastern Poland.
Because this is a tech. It's a this is a tech that's not in AAA. Shucks. AAA. The tech in AAA is different.
I'm not sure if that's what I want to do or not.
Oh boy. Okay.
here. Go to Baltic. Not East Poland. The planes are going to go.
I think what I'm going to do is go to the ends, and we'll do a review of everything at the ends. Because he does go back and forth on some stuff.
Poland are going to go, not to Finland, they're going to go to Western Germany. I'd hate to lose Western Germany. So we got a tech die for next turn, and we've got, that's our money. It's a 5 or a 6 next turn. So a recap will be infantry in Normandy, infantry in Paris,
Yep.
2 artillery in Holland,
Yep.
a sub up there in 123, sub and cruiser in 125. Western Germany has 2 fighters, 2 mech,
123.
5 attack bombers, and 3 AA guns.
Where's 123?
Berlin has 3 tanks and 7 AA guns and an 8.
You can't reach
7 artillery
123.
and 1 8 anti-aircraft gun.
What in the
3
world?
artillery in Poland.
Oh, that's
10 infantry, 1 artillery in Finland. 1
Okay.
transport.
all right. So
150.
obviously we're going to have to do this a couple times. 7 123, and then they moved up here. This is such a scuzzy move. This is gamey. So he's not at war, but because it's a warship, an Axis warship, it takes away $5 from the. It takes away the Lend-Lease, even though they're not at war. It's just the
infantry in
lowest,
Paris, 2 artillery in Holland.
worst
Sub up there in 123.
aspects of
Sub and cruiser in 125. Western Germany has 2 fighters,
G40.
2 mech, 5 attack bombers, and 3 AA guns.
All right, I gotta adjust that. 2 fighters, 2 mech. So you don't get lower than that as
5
far as
attack bombers and 3.
the gaminess. The only thing that's gamier than that is the fact that Paris can be recaptured time and time and time again. So you never want to recapture Paris, even though historically, of course, it would have been really handy to have Paris. But those 3 things are the worst aspects of, and need to be. And Renegade, you need to change those. So I would say myself. Okay, I didn't get that.
AA guns. 5 attack bombers and 3 AA guns.
I got the 3 AA guns. There's
Berlin has 3 tanks and 7 AA guns.
all right. So I hate to do this, but I'm gonna go finish it out, and I'll put 2 mech in here, and then the rest in here, I think. And then we've got to make some adjustments. Hey, I'm looking at 54. And obviously we have way too many.
And an 8 or 7 artillery and 1 8 anti-aircraft gun. 3 AA guns. Berlin has 3 tanks and 7 AA guns.
I'm going to pause this for a second.
8 Poland.
All right, I'm going to resume now. I fixed the board.
I'd hate to lose Western Germany. So we got a tech die for next turn, and we've got, that's our money.
We're 54.
5
I've
or
got
6 next
54.
turn. So a recap will be infantry in Normandy, infantry in Paris, 2 artillery in Holland, a sub up there in 123, sub and cruiser in 125. Western Germany has 2 fighters, 2 mech, 5 attack bombers, and 3 AA guns. Berlin has 3 tanks and 7 AA guns and an 8 or 7 artillery and 1 8 anti-aircraft gun. 3 artillery in Poland. 10 infantry, 1 artillery in Finland. 1 transport and 115. 1 AA gun and 8 infantry in Baltic states. Eastern Poland, 11 artillery, 7 tanks, 2 mech, and 3 bombers. Bessarabia has 24 infantry, 1 AA gun, 8 artillery, and 2 tanks. And that is Germany. Turn 3. Sorry, that took too long.
Okay, so the obvious question to anybody who had never played this board game would be, can Russia then declare war on Germany? And the answer would be no, I believe. Let's check it out. Let's see what AAA is not always right. It's player enforced, and there's a bunch of notes if you ever wanted to go into the notes section up here. But we're going to need infantry. Pretty obviously, we're going to need infantry. But I will buy the 2 for the sake of... yeah, we'll put them in Vologda. Okay, so that's what we'll do. Declare war on Germany. Okay, cool. I can declare war on Germany. Good, thank you. That would be so bad if I couldn't. Ridiculous. So the obvious thing I want to do is kill this, right? And that's pretty obvious. And then more obvious is that I'm going to make this a bigger pain in the butt, because he really doesn't have any way to deal with it right now, which is pretty awesome. And I don't think I can make a run for it. These artillery are... Why is the door open? They move 2 spaces. So we're going to do a fallback. There's no way I can hold the front line. Then we're going to push ahead. And I've actually got to make sure that he can't kill me now. Territory right here, 45 units. His mobiles right here are 10. And this is 20. So 30 units can hit this. And then not counting the planes, 33 units can hit this. So the Carillion knot has definitely cost me. So let's send these 2 guys down here, and we'll make our way to some of these delicious Tobruk and Libya. Hopefully will give me $6-7, and we'll see if I can make it to things like Sicily and Sardinia. Too bad this failed to happen. And then Italy was just getting so much money that I decided I needed to take that out. Although I probably shouldn't have taken Somaliland, but we'll see how it goes. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna reduce this to 1 mech. So it's a little fragile, and sometimes the Axis can do some crazy things, but I want some of those delicious spread of communism bonuses. The other thing we could do here would be to attack and raid and see what kind of thing I would get. Now I would have 10 versus 11, so not. Plus the plane, I'd have 11 versus 11s, but not good. I said here I would stay put, so I will. So yeah, pretty simple Russian turn. The great thing is he doesn't have a destroyer, so I get the convoy. Oh, let's see if I convoyed, because he didn't convoy me. Ha ha ha. And I get to convoy him. Oh, he didn't declare war. That's so gamey, dude. Oh my goodness. So bad. So if anybody wants to change the rules, I don't know how a civilized society like the League doesn't change these rules, but this obviously, moving into an enemy's territory that's just been taken over, it's considered an act of war. Wanting your warship, even desiring your warship to take away Lend-Lease, should also be an act of war. That's how is that not common sense? And of course, the capital should not be able to be should not be able to be raided more than once. Or you could do a more complicated rule. They could be raided after 2 turns of holding it, something like that. But probably that wouldn't even fix the problem. Okay, so that was it. Russia, pretty simple. I do have to worry about Moscow math, so let's do some Moscow math. I'm going to try to get up my, just show you what I mean by Moscow math. So this, pay attention to MSN. They are wackos. I want docs. Okay. Okay, and I go to something new. I want to pause this for a second. New. Right there. New. New. Okay, and this would be, pause this. All right, let's resume. Okay, so we're going to do a little Moscow math here, and I'll keep this documents. Number of territories. This would be, so we're talking about in the eastern Poland area, we have currently 20, and I have to separate the mobiles. So 23 mobiles. I'll put M. So that's all of them. So that's right here, 11 and 9 is 23 mobiles. Okay, so that's plus, put it below it like an addition. We would have 10, because again, the mobiles in Bessarabia plus 24. This is offensive units, so the anti-aircraft does not count. And we could put EP for East Poland. This would be BE for Bessarabia. Now, in addition to that, we want to put 3, 4, and I'll put 0, 3, so we can get a nice little addition thing going. For PO, Poland, and that's that's M3, and then PO. So that's meaning 3 mobiles in Poland, and then in Germany, 10 mobiles GE. We could count this. We will count that for 2, 9. All right. 9, yep. 9 mobiles in West Germany. Okay, so then Holland, Belgium becomes a little tricky. I'm not sure they're going to be able to make it in time, but let's put 2 mobiles in Holland, and we're going to put a question mark by that. This takes 1 turn. So this is turn 3, so that's turn 4, turn 5, turn 6, so turn 7. I'm just going to put a note there. In turn 7, they could hit Moscow. T7 Moscow. You got to think about these things because you don't want to freak yourself out. They can't be everywhere at once. Particularly with this, a robust fleet here, a robust fleet here, and then a strong Air Force. We could be, I mean, our intention has been to make the Atlantic active, and particularly Norway, West Germany, Denmark, Holland, all to be active war fronts. So can these ever make it out there? I hope not. I don't think so. So, and then we would put 3 mobiles in South Italy. Okay, so that equals, we could put a 0 there, again, for that nice look. 0. West Germany has 3, right? Or 2. It's 2. All right, and I'll put a nice 0 here. And a nice 0 here. Okay, so that being the case, we do in a little dot, and we get 23, 33, 36, 46, 46, 48. We're not going to count that, and 3. So complete and total, 43 plus 3, 51. Okay, so now we look up here, and we're assuming that we can hold these guys. This is the final reinforcements. I believe what he's hoping to do is sweep in there, and I'm a little surprised that he didn't have mobiles here. It definitely would have depleted the Eastern Front, but putting his mobiles, his tanks and mechs here, he could have swept through. After Italy grabs Novgorod, he could have swept through and then eliminated the Karelian pocket. Or Karelian, the Karelian knot, as I'm calling it. So, let's go back to the, now as far as Moscow goes, I've already told you that right here we have 23, 30, 40, 42, 44, 46. So in this regard, we are in good shape. As far as pips go, you could also get into how many pips are above or below 2. Okay, we do that because these are what are being thrown. Now, the tricky thing here is that the anti-aircraft actually, it's just tricky, but I would count it as a 2, and then the tank. So, and then we would sort of put a variation here that slash the 2 tanks, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 plus 7 and 3 is 22 of these are throwing above 2. Okay? So that gives me a little bit that my numbers could be exactly on, but there are at least 22 pips that he has that I don't. Now I have 2 extra pips. And if this plane makes it out of there, I could have 3. So that's just a little bit of a Moscow math. Let's go back to my turn. Let's blow that up. And let's finish. Okay, so we're going to, this is all combats. Now, a lot of people might say, well, why aren't you just using the battle calc? I want to submerge. Oh, I could attack that cruiser. Oh. 2 and a 1. Hold on, I gotta pause. I'll think about this. Nope, I want to remain. Nope, this is an easy answer. Submerge. Of course, I want to submerge. $3 for the rest of the game. It's going to make him buy a destroyer for sure, and that's a destroyer money that cannot be used on the Eastern Front, and will eventually be wasted by overwhelming British Navy. So yeah, that's easy. I think everything else is the same, and I am going to put the plane back up here because I don't think he has an answer for this. I mean, it is fairly likely that that he loses most of these troops. You know what? Let's not be cocky. That's been fun. I can't make it back there. I think I'm stuck. Put it here, it can be easily wiped out by an armored thrust. Yep, I'm stuck. Oh, I'm at war. Oh, too bad. Oh, that would have been handy. All right, we're back. All right, that's it. And let's, so here the question is, do I put 2 here? Oh, he doesn't want the Italians taking over Novgorod. There's no way. And I can leave these open too. So yeah, max right here. Then max out here. I'm going to need some units down here. That is it. $4 for war bonds. Yes. $41. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so we're going to have a recap. 18 infantry, 2 anti-aircraft, 1 bomber in Sakha. And then out here, 10 infantry in Russia, 2 in Vologda, 33, 2722 in Bryansk, 2, 10, 3, 1 in Karelia, 1 sub in 125. Convoying next turn, 1 sub in 113, 1 cruiser in 114. 2 anti-aircraft, 10 infantry, 3 artillery, 1 fighter, 33 infantry, 2 anti-aircraft, 7 artillery, 2 mech, 2 tank. Oh, and there is 1 mech down in Iraq. And that is Crack 36 review of Germany 3 and Russia 4, Russia 3.